Yo, what's going on everybody? I am Druid and welcome to the 4th installment of our WWE 2K15 Universe mode. If you enjoy the constant content on the channel, please like, comment and subscribe and give me any suggestions you'd like for the series going forward. Probably starting to take place after the Extreme Rules PPV if I appreciate some of the applications I get. Anyway, today we're going to have a big episode of Smackdown, the second week of December in the build up to the Extreme Rules PPV. I'm going to play 3 matches like I did in the last match because, in the last episode of Raw, because just this week, I'm not going to do it every week because the episodes are a lot longer that way. But anyway, to start things off, we have MVP taking on Bad News Barrett. I'm actually just going to play 2 matches because there's only 2 matches that I really want to see. And that's the last 2. But then we have AJ Lee versus Cameron. We have Batista, the World Heavyweight Champion, going up against Mark Henry. We have Alberto Del Rio taking on Jack Swagger, US Champion of course, versus one of the #1 contenders if Bad News Barrett does not get the job done. And then in a rematch from last week's main event, Dolph Ziggler takes on Daniel Bryan, this time in a submissions only finish. So both these men have a submission maneuver as their finisher. Dolph has the sleep out hold, Daniel Bryan has the yes lock, so we're going to see how this plays out. I am very excited, but we're going to see them through the first 3 matches. So MVP and Bad News Barrett. MVP picks up a win against Bad News Barrett. AJ Lee vs Cameron. Cameron knocks off the Divas Champion. Batista vs Mark Henry. Mark Henry knocks off the World Heavyweight Champion. So we have #1 contender for the US title losing. We have the Divas Champion losing. We have the World Heavyweight Champion losing on Smackdown. So Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. No, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that, but whatever. That's going to happen every time I play apparently, because that's annoying. Anytime any of the champions are going to be in a match, so we're just going to have to say no to that every single time. But it's Alberto Del Rio taking on Jack Swagger. The title on the line, of course, so Alberto Del Rio. Of course, United States Champion, here he is. The fans love Alberto Del Rio. Viva Del Rio on Twitter if you want to go follow him. I probably wouldn't because I just don't follow that many people on Twitter. But here we are, Alberto Del Rio. What a champion we have. He's Mexican, but he's United States Champion. Deal with it as he stalks down to the ring. He's very proud of himself. Of course, he should be the United States Champion. And here we have Jack Swagger, a brilliant competitor in the ring. If he wins, we might have to make it a triple threat or even a fatal 4-way match at the upcoming Extreme Rules pay-per-view, because MVP knocked off the #1 contender, so MVP has a claim to be in the match. And if Jack Swagger wins here tonight, why shouldn't he be in line for the US title? And of course him, with his Patriot lock and being a real American, the United States Champion would fit him down to a T. So let's just get into it. I'm pretty excited for this match, honestly. Let's get into it anyway, like as I said. Oh, Bad News Barrett stalks down to the ring. Is he going on commentary or is he just going in Swagger's corner? I think he's just in Swagger's corner. So Bad News Barrett is #1 contender, but I don't think he understands if Swagger wins this one, then he may be added to the championship match. But here's Swagger and Del Rio tying up 2 excellent workers in the ring here. But Del Rio gets the better of him early on, and Del Rio, just wrenching away on in the body, and a big slam. An Anaconda Vice-like maneuver here from Alberto Del Rio. But Jack Swagger, with his amateur wrestling background, is able to get out of that hold and bring Del Rio in one of his own. And a big shot to the forehead, to the skull. And here's Del Rio, big suplex. And this is going to be a clinic of a match. And Del Rio going straight to the corner, but I thought he might be sent up for a move. But Jack Swagger expertly dodges that maneuver, but Del Rio a little bit too fast for the real American. And a vertical suplex. He just holds him up. He's hanging in the air. Brilliant showmanship and show of strength from Del Rio. And a big kick to the back. You do not want to be on the end of any of Alberto Del Rio's kicks, that's for sure. Like, Swagger back to his feet. Here's Del Rio. Irish whip into the corner. And he just bumps into him. But Swagger doesn't go down like he was supposed to do. And a fireman's carry from Jack Swagger. And a big stomp. Another. And lifts Del Rio back up. Turns him around. Side Russian leg sweep. Just a slam down Del Rio. And a big stomp again. And a DDT on the leg of Del Rio. So Swagger now getting a bit of offense in, but Del Rio back to his feet. And Del Rio, what's he going for? And a snap suplex. Swag's on the mat. Bad News Barrett skulking around the ring. Now here's Del Rio from behind. Big shot to Jack Swagger. Lifts him up. And a reverse suplex on Jack Swagger, of course. And Swagger getting back. Oh, big elbow from Swagger. Oh, and Swagger's asking for more. And Swagger distracted by Bad News Barrett. And oh, Barrett wasn't in Swagger's corner after all. He was here to support Del Rio apparently. But my goodness. And that is not good news for Jack Swagger being distracted that way. But turned around. Alberto Del Rio. Oh, the enziguri in the corner. That's it. He's going for a cover. He's too close to the ropes. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out from Swagger. Great show of passion and strength from the real American Jack Swagger himself. But oh, Del Rio. He's sent up for the cross arm breaker. Yes, he is. Can Swagger make it to the ropes? He has to stretch out his big legs. And he does. Swagger makes it to the ropes. The crowd are going crazy. Jack Swagger able to survive. Action for Del Rio, pulls him back, and a big knee to the gut of Del Rio. I mean, of Swagger, and a cover now. Swagger's in the ropes. Del Rio certainly is too, and a kick out from Swagger. Despite the leverage, Del Rio got himself by being in the ropes, and a stomp to the calf of Jack Swagger. By to belly suplex. Swagger showing great guts, but it's only a matter of time at this stage. And another kick out. I think Bad News Barrett skulked away from the ring. He no longer wants to be involved in the match, but a big chop and a big shot and a kick and again the holding vertical suplex, and that could be it. Oh, a stomp to the face of Swagger and a springboard and an axe handle, and oh, Swagger getting very little offense in at the moment. But he's looking pretty strong just by virtue of holding on. And oh! Swagger throws Del Rio over the top rope. Great resiliency here. Now here's Swagger. Lifts up Del Rio. And just throws him back in the ring like a true baby face. And gets to the ring himself. And that's a loud call of music. Oh, but Del Rio was ready for him. And here's Del Rio. Again! Cross arm breaker. But Swagger made it to the ropes. That's 2 cross arm breakers. Swagger has been able to survive. This is ridiculous. And oh, a power slam. Jack Swagger, this has to be it. But Del Rio is going for another arm submission maneuver. And he's pulling back on the face. I think it's a crossface. He's pulling back on Swagger. Swagger, is he tapping? No, he's not. Oh, he has. Swagger has tapped. I didn't know if he was able to tap them out or not, but Swagger does tap in the end. But what a maneuver. Jack Swagger versus Alberto Del Rio. What a match. In general, great determination from Swagger. Swagger might just... He took 2 cross arm breakers. He took a corner enziguri, and eventually he succumbed to a crossface. But that in itself is not the worst thing that could happen. And here's Del Rio celebrating, of course. He is proud of himself. Why shouldn't he be? He rolls out of the ring. Apparently he's forgetting his US title, but what is he? I don't understand. This is just his normal end of match thing, because I thought like maybe Bad News Barrett was going to attack him from behind, but Del Rio very, very happy with himself, as you can see. But now going into our main event, a rematch from last week's main event. Dolph Ziggler, the number 1 contender for Batista's World Heavyweight Championship, versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Daniel Bryan. And what a clinic they put on last week. Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan had one of the best matches I've ever seen, like played out by the computer in universe mode. So if you haven't seen it, I'd really suggest you check it out. But here is Dolph Ziggler, 2-time former World Heavyweight Champion in real life. No titles as of yet here in universe mode, but even if he fails at Extreme Rules, you already know that there will be many a fan who still wants Dolph Ziggler to get that main event push. I am one of them, of course. But even if he does fail, he could easily become #1 contender for the United States Championship, which would be a good placeholder for now for Dolph Ziggler if he can't be in the very main event scene. But we'll see how it goes. Dolph Ziggler coming down to the ring. I love his entrance music so much. Dolph Ziggler, probably one of the best wrestlers, easily. And here's Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. Daniel Bryan, what a superstar. Picked up the win against Daniel Bryan last week. But against Dolph Ziggler last week, but it'll be a different scenario here, I think. With only submission maneuvers being able to get the job done. But of course, Daniel Bryan is a submission specialist, so Dolph Ziggler does have the sleeper hold as a finishing maneuver, but he doesn't always get to showcase that to the fullest extent. And his Brently wrenching on the arm of Dolph Ziggler. Stretch out for the ropes, Dolph. But Dolph rolls over and gets himself out of it. But now he's Irish whipped, pulled back, and he's wrenching on the arm of Ziggler again. He's working down the arms of Ziggler, maybe so he can't get full strength in on that sleeper hold. Sound psychology by Bryan, and a big knee to the head, and he's just stomping away now. Daniel Bryan spent all him so far this match. And Batista's in the ring. He's laying out both men. Batista, he lost earlier in the night to Mark Henry, but he's laid out both men here on Smackdown. But the ref is apparently not. There's no DQs, I don't think, in this match. So Batista, he runs away after, but the two men, instead of going after Batista, are just so focused on winning this match and getting the momentum they need. They're not even going after Batista, but Irish whip into the corner. Batista, a great show of his championship reign there. He's been very vicious and aggressive when needs be. And a springboard. This is some great offense from Daniel Bryan now. Despite being laid out by Batista, he has been in charge of this whole match, basically. Dolph Ziggler really needs to get a comeback in to even stand a chance, but here is Daniel Bryan. Is he going for Irish whip into the corner? Turns him around. What's this? He throws him down on the floor. What's happening now? Is Bryan gonna fly? Bryan's gonna fly. Bryan's gonna fly. Diving headbutt. What a maneuver, Daniel Bryan. And he set up for the running high knee. Yes, 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 yes. And he busted open Dolph Ziggler, but that is not the yes lock. But cow mutilation. Cow mutilation. He's worked on the arms earlier in the match. This could be it. This could be it. Dolph Ziggler must be in so much pain. His arms being wrenched out of the sockets by Daniel Bryan. Dolph doesn't tap. Dolph does not tap. But here is Bryan. DDT. Dolph already busted open. Bryan should probably try and... big super kick from Dolph. But Bryan should probably try and focus to try and get a submission maneuver on the head. Focus on the head of Dolph Ziggler. But here's Dolph Ziggler for camel clutch. Bryan just needs to stretch out for the ropes and he gets there. But here's Dolph trying to get some offense in now. Trying to build some momentum up. Big right hand. But Bryan throws him over the top. Bryan! I thought he was going to fly. I thought he was going to do a suicide dive. Now here's Bryan. But Dolph reverses. Head rushing leg sweep to the outside. Oh my goodness. And here's Dolph rolling over Daniel Bryan. And a camel clutch outside the ring. I don't think any tap outs count outside the ring, Dolph. I think you could bring Daniel inside the ring. But big shot to Bryan. And here is Dolph. A abdominal stretch here from Dolph Ziggler. Is he yanking on the hair of Daniel Bryan? You can't quite see. But brilliant reversal from Bryan to get Ziggler off his case. And now Bryan turns Ziggler around. And he's going for the crossface that made Jack Swagger tap out in the last match. Will Dolph succumb to the same fate? He's wrenching on the head that is already pouring blood from the running high knee. Oh my goodness, will Dolph tap out? Will Dolph tap? I can't quite tell if he's going to tap or not. I don't actually think it counts anyway if it is outside the ring, but don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. But he's been holding it for a very long time. Dolph could be passed out, but no, Dolph fighting back. He's back on his feet, and a rollover DDT to the outside. Bryan will not be appreciating that in the morning, but Dolph picks him back up again. Dolph Ziggler. Oh, off the steel steps. Dolph Ziggler utilizing everything to the fullest here. And what's he going for? Lifts him up. And now Bryan throws Dolph into the steps. Some payback from Daniel Bryan. And here's Daniel Bryan. What's he going for? Lifts up Dolph. And now Dolph throws Bryan back in the ring. Oh, big shot. Oh, big kick as well from Dolph. Now Dolph's back in the ring. What's he going to go for here? Drags Bryan into the middle of the ring. He's probably going for some mission maneuver then. What's he going for? Rolls over rolls over Bryan. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is the show-offery, if that's even a word, of Dolph Ziggler. He's setting up. We could be setting up for the sleeper hold. If he locks the end, I'm sure he'll get the win. Oh, Bryan with the reversal. Bryan with the reversal. Oh no, he's got Dolph down. Yes, locked in. Yes, locked in. And Dolph taps out. Daniel Bryan gets the better of Dolph Ziggler once again. Dolph not having any momentum in the build-up to Extreme Rules so far. The running high knee that busted open Daniel Bryan and the yes lock. Daniel Bryan reversed the sleeper hold attempt to get in the yes lock, and what a match again these two put on. Another brilliant match. You can see how worn out Daniel Bryan is after that win, but he is proud. The fans are proud of him. Mr. Money in the Bank. When is he going to cash in? Yes, yes, yes. And that's been it for today, guys, in our WWE 2K15 Universe Mode episode number 4. So if you've enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, give me all suggestions you'd like, and I will see you all in the very near future. Stay based, peace out, bitch mob task force. I'll see you all next time.